What's the word with the politickers? Shady A sat down with the 22ster for an interview. He came up in the 80s and the 50s for the most part. He detailed how he got his name in the streets and behind the walls. Him and young Ant was outside one day when they was like 18 or so, and ended up being shot after exchanging words with some ops. Ant could have potentially caught a headshot, but Shady Avalon ended up being hit in the back. He tried to scoop Ant up, but it went all bad. From that day on, they'd been locked in, machines in motion, programming.
Get the clothes you ain't never had, look out for a couple homies. And
so you blew through it hella quick?
Man, that shit was going on like 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah.
That's what made me start selling dope and trying to maintain my, my aura, my facade and shit.
Okay. But when you said you got sent to men's central jail there, for how long?
When?
After you got beat up by the cops.
That was probably like shit. I didn't go to men's central till I was 18.
Okay.
I think LP and all that shit, I beat all that shit up from 10, 12, 13, 14, all the way to 17 and a half. I didn't come home to 17 and a half.
Okay.
So once I fought my YA commitment, fought my fitness, all that shit, it was more or less like, shit, go to this little basketball, little placement, walk up out of there, get ready to chill. They felt like remorseful a little bit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I'm up there still tripping, doing dumb shit too. But I end up graduating and end up going home from that facility, ended up going home on probation. So that's how I ended up getting out, start going back to the 80s. My auntie lived over there and fucking around. And
how'd you meet Ant?
My auntie lived in apartments over there where his mom stay at. So it's like when we go outside, go swimming, we used to go to Jesse Owens, sneak in there and do all that type of shit. We've been like doing crazy dumb shit, like, you feel me? So.
And what kind of dude did you think of Ant as being at that time? Because the only reason I say that is because he always, like, on the podcast and shit, has been the most laid back, cool, smoking big weed. But then there's also like rumors you hear about him from time to time. And when we like really found out like what his name actually represents and means and shit.
His name don't, his brothers do.
I heard that Ant also has a second meaning.
It do. It's an acronym.
Yeah. It's kind of a vicious one.
Yeah. But, people make stuff up as they go. I got disrespectful names, too. So it's like, I make them up as I go, who I'm beefing with at the time. And sometimes, shit, you end up getting a little homie put up under the motherfucker. So, But Ant, he always been quiet. You feel me? He always been cockstrong as a motherfucker. He always been like, a hustler, you feel me? Outright hustler, you feel what I'm saying? And he one thing about him, he don't talk a lot. So if he do talk to you, fuck with you, swap numbers with you, any of that type of shit, he been real meticulous as a kid. He always been a little bit older in advance.
Okay.
But I grew up with Tiny Ant. Like, me and Tiny Ant is day ones.
So there's another Ant? This is an NBA That's 1 or 2?
No. Tiny Ant.
Tiny Ant is the other brother.
Tiny Ant is the big brother.
Okay. I don't think
then you got Young Ant, then you got NBA 1, then you got NBA 2. I know the whole family, so.
Okay. Interesting. But so, what were you doing with Ant that led to you getting shot or whatever?
We had funny shit. We had got into it with some shit called Hillside Vicious. Like a long time ago. They ended up turning off Schoolyard or like Venice Showline or something. There was like a clique.
Okay.
You feel me? But we ended up getting into it when they was dissing the threes and all that different stuff. So we we had plans to go to 7-7, the skating ring, World on Wheels, and we gonna go blitz their ass. Like, you feel me? We finna make them choose up. Like, y'all either finna like stop coming up here or y'all gonna really we gonna press them to turn Schoolyard. Like, you feel me? We did it over there in A-Trays. We do it in the hood. You feel me? We don't do clicks. It keeps the bullshit down. So we end up mounting up at St. Andrews or whatever, and like the police just kept circling. It was a carnival though. So it was like, it's a lot of people up there, family over here, gangbangers over here, people still trying to find parking. It was a lot of like movement and shit. You feel me? So it was like weird. We all coming from Foot Locker on St. Andrews, getting our last little shit. Like, you feel me? Whatever we need. Like, man, a nigga pulled up and dissed the set right after I put my gun up, bro. Literally, right after I just set that motherfucker down because the police drove by. We walk in, we like, yeah, the homies finna pull up there. And the nigga pull up, fuck, man. Diss the set. We like, you niggas is funny. The car cut off. When we finna approach the car, and aggressive. You niggas, young hog, nigga, woo, wearing 8-tray gangsters, woo. Man, that nigga whip out some old ass motherfucking, when they first made automatics or something, that motherfucker, waka-pow. We take off running, and literally young Ant fall in front of me. And as I'm running behind him to take off, it's like I'm scooping him like a baseball, like, you feel me? He shoot me in the ass and blow my shoelaces off.
Oh, fuck.
So the headshot he would have got, I took it in the back. Whoa. You feel me? So after that, they just made us boys. Like,
right.
He like, nigga, that was crazy. You could have just jumped over me and kept going. Like, nigga, that was weird. Like, you feel me? He ended up, his homie had a spot. And,
but that's the kind of decision that it's not like you had even 1 second to make that decision. It's 100%.
It's got to be in you already.
Muscle memory of like how you feel about other people
already. How we already like my common ground with you already. You feel me? That's why I really don't go a lot of places with niggas, because I feel like I got to protect you harder than you gonna protect me.
Yeah, it's like this time period in your life where you're supposed to be a kid. You're supposed to be doing lighthearted things. You're supposed to be learning basic math and reading and shit like that, and
skipping school, playing YA games, shit, hoop dissing hoods and carving shit in your hand, you know, you feel me? Like, you know, I done did it all, bro. It's nothing under the sun.
So how'd you get caught for slicing that kid's hand open?
Oh shit, I tried to get back on my bike and gang slide. I want to try to get up out of there and shit. The police pulled me over, took me to the little police station, interrogated nigga and shit.
Did you know to not say anything even then?
Way back then, my mom don't you. It was my first time ever even seeing white people when I moved out there.
Really?
You feel me? Like, I ain't never had a white teacher. I ain't never had none of that. I'm really like.
So the cops were the first white people you really had?
First white people I seen. Know not to talk to them. Know not to. You feel me? So like when they did what they did, it was like, oh, they found weed in my pocket. Mom's like, weed too? Oh yeah, I'm like, shit. I wish I would have kept me in jail. Shit, I'm gonna get my ass beat when I go home. Like, I ain't gonna be able to hit her back. Like,
definitely. All right. So how were they able to actually put that charge on you just because there were witnesses and shit?
Witnesses, all that. Witnesses. I broke the box cutter and ran, but it was witnesses and all that shit. I did in front of the whole school. Damn. Like, that's one thing. Like, I'm known for getting off where I'm mad at. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we get into it. I'm getting cracking right here. I ain't doing all that. Bend the corner.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of like
theatrical shit. It give you too much time to think and think about what you're gonna do to me.
Right. I mean, that's a weird thing in gang culture and shit, is that you're supposed to get off where you get offended
at.
I
was mad at.
Right.
Especially when I'm coming at you humbly like a man. I've been so respectful and been bred by so many like real niggas. You know, 5 trays, 8 trays, different Hoover sets. Like, you feel me? So it's like a couple neighborhoods too. Like, you feel me? So it's like the way I'm combing it, you can't really find a nigga like that because you got to go through the steps and stages, all the prisons, institutions, facilities. You got to go through all that shit to become a nigga like me. You feel me? Some people are trying to do it off of, you know, just rubbing shoulders and, you know, taking a nigga aura and running with it. But you ain't really got the criteria. You ain't got the pedigree and the background. Like, you feel me? So it's like,
everybody trying to get
everybody
to the, like,
wants to get to that
maxed out reputation without actually having to go kill 10 people to get it.
You feel me? You want to be a powerhouse. You want to be a millionaire. You want to be all these different things, bro, except for who the fuck you is. You feel me? I don't do that. You feel me? I'm not walking around with 50 chains. I don't, you feel me? I barely do. I don't do interviews. I don't really do shit like that. But you feel me? At the same time, it's like I'm me. Everybody know me. Like,
right.
Anthony has Shady on his platform before. I'm sure they're gonna be doing something together soon. I know Cud just came home recently and he out here campaigning. Not sure what's next for him, if he want to just tell his story or he got something else up his sleeve. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this story though. Political street views? No. Fake news.